Well, good afternoon, fans, and welcome back to the Armstrong softball field for the final game in this week's action in the Hampton Inn North Spring Invitational. Your Armstrong Atlantic State University Pirates taking on the Mars Hill College Lions. Both of these teams looking for first win of the day. Armstrong lost to Shorter 3-2 in 8 innings in our first game, and then Shorter defeated Mars Hill 5-1 in our second game. So now Armstrong and Mars Hill meeting for the second time this weekend. The Pirates won a 5-4 matchup with the Lions yesterday. Pirates trailed 4-0 and came back to win it 5-4. Let's go ahead and introduce you to the 2013 Armstrong softball team, and we'll be back with the first pitch.
Kat Vogler, and when people start a story and then they're like, oh, never mind, I can't tell you.
Megan Barnwell, when somebody says they're going to do something and they don't.
Andrea Dalton, and when somebody gets out of the shower and leaves the shower curtain open.
Disgusting.
Alexis Mercer, when Bethany talks, which is all the time.
Bethany Wilkie, and when someone leaves a blinker on their car.
Casey Patterson, when people mumble.
Rachel Reynolds, when people kick my chair. It doesn't matter. If you kick my chair, I will flip out. It vibrates my chair. I just can't take it. I can't focus on notes. I can't sleep. Can't focus on the movie. And some people say, no, it's an accident. No, you've been doing that for 5 minutes. Your foot hasn't been doing that for an accident.
Haley Ellis, my biggest pet peeve is when somebody walks in and out of the wrong door. Especially at Walmart. They have enter and exit right above the doors, and people still get it wrong.
Bridget Devlin, being late.
Celia Blum, when someone leaves mascara on their eyelids.
Ashley Schwab, my pet peeve is when somebody coughs and doesn't cover the mouth. Bethany is probably the worst at it. Bethany.
Hannah Reppert, slow drivers.
Brittany Cooley, and I cannot stand when somebody touches my glove. But sometimes people like to bother me and hide it from me, and it really irritates me.
Heather Ellis, vertical running. Vertical running is when you're running standing up. Do not sign me up for cardio.
Shelby Duff, people chewing loudly.
Gross.
Peyton Roth, when girls talk like Valley girls. Oh my god, no way, shut up. No, just seriously, shut up. I just want to hit you in the face. Do not talk like that. Please.
That was awkward.
And we're back here at the Armstrong softball field. Shelby Duff, Kat Vogler, and Alexis Mercer lead it off for the Pirates, facing Taylor Morris, the starter for Mars Hill. Duff looks at a couple pitches outside the strike zone, and actually Duff started with a ball, so it's a 3-0 count on the Pirates center fielder. 3-0 pitch is a strike, and it's 3-1. Morris 3-0 on the season for the Lions. A 0.79 earned run average. 22 and 2/3 innings pitched. She's given up 14 hits. She has walked 7, now 8 as ball 4. Delivered to Duff, puts her on first. 25 strikeouts for Morris. And the Pirates have the leadoff runner on for Kat Vogler. Second baseman for the Pirates was 0 for 3 in the game against Shorter earlier today. Runner goes in the first pitch, and the throw is high. Shelby Duff has a stolen base. And the Pirates have a runner in scoring position. And it's a 1-0 count on Vogler. Rest of the lineup for the Pirates after Alexis Mercer is on deck. It'll be Hannah Reppert batting cleanup. Andrea Dalton bats 5th. Ashley Schwab 6th, as that was a ball. Bethany Wilkie 7th. Bridget Devlin 8th. And Casey Patterson 9th. Defensively for Mars Hill, Erin Vickery is behind the plate. Jamie Hockaday is at first base. Sean Lee Woosley is at second base. Taylor Burkhalter is at short. Robin Stanek at third. Alicia Peak is in left field. Brittany Gibson in center and Stephanie McGrath in right. 2-1 count on Vogler after she fouled off the bunt attempt. This time she pops up the bunt, and it will be caught by the catcher. So Erin Vickery catches the popped up bunt, and that's the first out of the inning. So that will bring up Alexis Mercer. Mercer was 2 for 4 in the game against Shorter earlier today. She had a 3-run home run in the win over Mars Hill yesterday, and she hits a ground ball to short here. Mercer will make it to first as Burkhalter smothered it but was unable to make a play on Mercer at first. Duff had to stay at second as well. So now Hannah Reppert will bat with runners at first and second with 1 out. And big swing and a miss from Reppert, the freshman from Loganville. And it's 0-1. Reppert 0 for 4 in the game against Shorter earlier today. Fouls off the 0-1 pitch. And it's now 0-2. Ground ball back to the pitcher. They'll go to third for 1 and get the lead runner. So 1-5 on the put out at third. Duff is erased. And it brings up Andrea Dalton. Dalton had a 2-run shot against Mars Hill. It was the game-winning home run as the Pirates trailed it 4-3 before Dalton's 2-run jack. Dalton was 0 for 4 with an RBI against Shorter earlier today. Hits one high to left. In the wind it is, and going in and dropping the ball is the left fielder, Alicia Peaks. That's an error on Peak, and a run scores. Or no, sorry, a run doesn't score. Or no, a run scores, okay. 2 runners on base still for the Pirates after the drop fly ball. And now Ashley Schwab will bat. Schwab hits one into right. This one is carrying, but it will be caught by the right fielder McGrath, and that will retire the side. Pirates get 1 unearned run. We go to the bottom of the first. Mars Hill coming to bat. Chad Jackson back with you here at the Armstrong softball field. We are in the bottom of the first inning. Mars Hill will face Megan Barnwell for the first time. Barnwell did not pitch against Mars Hill in yesterday's action. Barnwell 6-1 on the season, pitched 4 innings of 1-run ball against Shorter earlier today. And she starts off the leadoff hitter for the Lions, Ashley McCurry, with a strike. Ashley McCurry, the designated player, 1 for 3 against Shorter earlier today. She'll be followed by Brittany Gibson, the center fielder, Robin Stanek, the third baseman. Erin Vickery, the catcher, bats cleanup. Jamie Hockaday, the first baseman, bats 5th. Taylor Morris, the pitcher, bats 6th. Alicia Peak, the left fielder, bats 7th. Sean D. Woosley, the second baseman, bats 8th. And Stephanie McGrath, the right fielder, bats 9th. 1-1 pitch from Barnwell is low. So it's now 2-1 on McCurry. Ground ball to second. Vogler takes it on 2 bounces, throws on to first for the first out of the inning.
Now batting from Mars Hill, number 22, Brittany Gibson.
I'll bring up Brittany Gibson. Gibson had a good game against Shorter earlier today, 2 for 4 with a double. 5'2" junior from Laurenburg looks at a pitch at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch, that's low for a ball. Mars Hill came into today 5-1. As this one is popped up towards the first base dugout, but it hits foul. Lions also had a couple of double headers canceled due to weather. They were supposed to play North Georgia, fellow Peach Bowl Conference foe, but that one was canceled. 0-1-2 pitch fouled off behind us. Mars Hill defeated Shorter yesterday 3-1, but lost the Pirates 5-4. Shorter went 3-1 in the Invitational this weekend. 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3. Barnwell took a little something off of it and picks up her first strikeout of the game. And with 2 down, it brings up the third baseman, Robin Stanek.
Now batting for the Lions, number 15, Robin Stanek.
Stanek was 1 for 3 in the game against Shorter earlier today. Takes a strike at the knees from Barnwell, and it's 0-1. Stanek is a sophomore from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Well, 1 pitch rolls in for a ball. One pitch grounded foul down the third base side. Pirates will have one more weekend of action in the Hampton Inn North Spring Invitational next weekend, hosting Wingate and Queens. And we'll have all 4 of the Pirates games for you on Ustream. Pirates will play Wingate at 11 a.m. each day, as this one is grounded up the middle, and that will be a base hit for Stanek. And Mars Hill has a 1-out base runner for the catcher, Erin Vickery. The Pirates will then play Queens at 3 p.m. each day. Again, that's next weekend. Vickery steps in. 5'6" freshman from Roswell, Georgia. 1 for 3 with an RBI against Shorter. Hits this one to second. Vogler up with it, flips it to first, and that will retire the side. Mars Hill gets a hit, but nothing else. We're through 1 here at the Armstrong softball field. Pirates lead at 1-0. We move to the top of the second inning. Bethany Wilkie, Bridget Devlin, and Casey Patterson, the bottom third of the order, to face Taylor Morris. Wilkie shows bunt, takes a pitch outside for a ball. Wilkie came in for the Pirates defensively in the game against Shorter and picked up a bunt single. She bunts this one to the catcher, but Vickery picks it up behind the plate. It's a foul ball, and it's now a 1-1 count on the senior. Lynn Haven, Florida. One pitch down and away for a ball from Morris, and it's 2-1. Two-one pitch bunted to third, barehanded by Stanek, and a good throw to first gets Wilkie. Nice play by Stanek at third, fielding the bunt and throwing out Wilkie for the first out of the second inning. So I'll bring up Bridget Devlin, Pirates catcher. Popping up the first pitch, foul. Hits off the screen for strike one. Devlin came into today inning 167, 2 hits and 12 at-bats with 2 runs driven in. Pops this one up again, and again it's foul for a 2-strike count. Oh-2 pitch fouled off again by Devlin. Armstrong baseball team is in action today. They are at Augusta State for Peach Belt Conference play. Currently the Pirates trail Augusta State 4-2 in the first game of a doubleheader. Another pop-up by Devlin, and again foul territory, gets out of play. Ground ball foul down the third base side. So a good battle by Devlin. Oh-2 pitch high for a ball. And the 1-2 pitch also high. 1 out. We're in the top of the second. Again, the Pirates, the visitors with the tournament format here. Pirates were the home team in both games yesterday, but the visitors in both games today. And Devlin strikes out for out number 2 in the inning. First strikeout of the game for Morris. So with 2 down, it brings up Casey Patterson. Patterson was 1 for 1 against Shorter with a sacrifice, a single, and a walk. She takes a letter high strike here from Morris. Fly ball into center field on the run, and making the catch is Gibson for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down go the Pirates. We head to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Armstrong. Hill will send Jamie Hockaday, Taylor Morris, and Alicia Peak to face Megan Barnwell in the second. Hockaday 0 for 3 against Shorter and also pitched that game, taking the loss for the Lions. Takes a pitch inside here for a ball, and it's 1-0. Hockaday, a junior from Butner, North Carolina, transferred to the Lions from Lewisburg College. She took the loss in the 5-4 decision against the Pirates yesterday. That is a fair ball off the glove of Casey Patterson and into left field territory. That's a base hit for Hockaday. And Mars Hill has the leadoff runner on here in the second inning.
Now batting for the Lions, number 11, Taylor Morris.
So that brings up Taylor Morris, the pitcher in today's game for the Lions. She fouls off the first pitch for strike one. Morris was 1 for 3 against Shorter. Oh, 1 pitch, grounded to second, could be 2. They go to second for 1, on to first. 4-6-3 double play. Pirates turned a double play earlier today against Shorter. The exact same configuration, 4-6-3, Vogler to Mercer to Reppert. And so now 2 down for Alicia Peak, the left fielder for the Lions. Takes a pitch high and outside for a ball. Peak pinch hit in the game against Shorter was 0 for 1. Bravely sporting the short sleeves in today's cold weather. One pitch is low, and it's now 2-1. And the next pitch is a strike. It's 2-2. Two delivery in the dirt. Peak lays off of it, and the count runs full. So the 3-2 delivery from Barnwell, lined into left. That is a base hit. And the second hit of the inning for Mars Hill. And it brings up the second baseman, Shawnee Woosley. First pitch is inside for a ball. One-0 pitch, lined foul down the third base side, making it 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch in the dirt. Nice block by Devlin. Make sure Peak cannot advance, and it's 2-1. 2-1 pitch grounded to short. Mercer will flip it to Vogler for the final out of the inning. Mars Hill gets 2 hits, but the Pirates turn 2, and we go to the top of the third. 1-0 Pirates lead. Top of the order for the Pirates here in the third inning. Shelby Duff leads it off against Taylor Morris. Looks at a pitch high for a ball. Duff drew a walk to lead off the game, but was erased on a fielder's choice. Hits this one foul down the right side for a strike, and that's 1-1. One pitch is a strike, and it's now 1-2 to Duff. One-two pitch golfed into left. This one is carrying, but not deep enough, as Peak will make the catch for out number 1. It was a dropped fly ball by Peak in left that led to the first run for the Pirates, but that time she had a better bead on the ball. Kat Vogler steps to the plate for Armstrong and takes a strike at the knees from Morris. It's 0-1. Fouled back to the screen. It's 0-2. A little pop-up into foul territory right field, but McGrath cannot make a play on it. She dove, but was a couple feet short. No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch is high from Morris, and it's 1-2. Taylor Morris, the 6-foot senior out of Weddington, North Carolina. Hurled a complete game win over Shorter, as this is a foul ball. It was kicked by the third baseman, Stanek. Her right foot was in foul territory. So it's just a strike, or a foul ball, against Vogler. And the 1-2 pitch is low for a ball, making it 2-2. Morris went 7 innings, gave up 4 hits, 1 run, walked 2, struck out 7 in the 3-1 win over Shorter yesterday to improve to 3-0 on the year. Started the game against the Pirates, but gave way to Hockaday. She gave up the 3-run home run to Mercer yesterday, but Hockaday gave up the 2-run shot to Dalton in the 5-4 win by the Pirates. 3-2 pitch to Vogler is called strike 3. And that's the second out of the inning. So with 2 down, that will bring up Mercer, who singled and scored the Pirates' only run of the game so far in the first. She hits that one foul down the third base side for strike 1. Peach Belt Conference's player of the week this week. Mercer hit better than 500 in Armstrong's 4 wins last weekend here in the Hampton Inn North Spring Invitational. Sophomore from Rincon, Georgia. Is having a great freshman season until a dislocated finger ended her season premature. Deep drive to right. This one is carrying, and this one is off the fence. Mercer's going to dig for 3, and Alexis Mercer has a triple with 2 outs here in the third inning. So Mercer picks up her first triple of the year. And now Hannah Reppert bats with a chance to double the Pirates' lead. She looks at a pitch high for a ball. Reppert hit into a fielder's choice back in the first inning. One-0 pitch, chopped foul at the plate. And it's 1-1. Two hits for the Pirates against Morris, both by Alexis Mercer. The 1-1 delivery to Reppert, high for a ball. It's 2-1. Two-one pitch grounded to short. Up with his Burkhalter, she throws on to first, and that will retire the side. The Pirates get a triple, but Morris gets out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the third, 1-0, Armstrong. Bottom of the third inning here at the Armstrong softball field. Bottom of the order for the Lions, as right fielder Stephanie McGrath will lead things off for Mars Hill. She'll be followed by the top of the order, Ashley McCurry and Brittany Gibson. Megan Barnwell's first pitch is popped up on the bunt, right to Barnwell, and Barnwell will make the grab herself for out number 1. So that brings up Ashley McCurry, who grounded out to second her first time up. Off-speed pitch over the plate for a strike. It's 0-1. McCurry, a senior from Asheville, transfer from USC Upstate, which of course used to be in the Peach Belt back when they were USC Spartanburg. Next pitch is a ball, so it's 1-1 now to McCurry. One delivery from Barnwell. High chopper to short. Mercer with a nice pick. Throws on to first, and there's 2 away. Tough play for Mercer because she had to pick that right off the dirt. But there's 2 down in the inning, and now Brittany Gibson will bat. She was a strikeout victim of Barnwell in the first. First pitch is low, 4-1. Armstrong began the season ranked 20th in the NFCA Division II Top 25 Coaches Poll. First regular season rankings will come out this week. Pirates currently 9-2. As that pitch is a strike. Pirates rose as high as number 6 in the rankings last year, as that is a strike on the inside corner, making it 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Barnwell swung on and missed, strike 3. And that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down go the Lions. In the third, we go the top of the fourth. 1-0 Armstrong. Andrea Dalton, Ashley Schwab, Bethany Wilkie to face Taylor Morris here in the top of the fourth inning. 1-0 Pirates lead. Dalton looks at a strike from Morris. She reached on the error by left fielder Alicia Peak in the first inning. That allowed the Pirates' only run of the game so far to score. Next pitch is a ball, so it's 1-1 now on Dalton. One pitch lined into right field. Throw to first will not be in time, and Dalton has a leadoff single here in the fourth. So that will bring up Ashley Schwab, who flew out to right field her first time up. Runner goes on the first pitch. Throw down to second is not in time. So Andrea Dalton steals second. And the Pirates have a runner in scoring position. The pitch was a ball, so it's a 1-0 count on Schwab. And now the bunt by Schwab is fouled off at the plate, making it 1-1. One bunt to third. Throw to first is in time, but the sacrifice is successful as Schwab moves Dalton over to third.
Stepping up to the plate for Armstrong, number 2, Bethany Wilkie.
So that brings up Wilkie. She tried to bunt her way on in the second inning, but was thrown out by Stanek, the third baseman. Shows bunt on this one and offers at the outside pitch. It is a strike and an 0-1 count. Andrea Dalton on at third, 1 out. Wilkie with the popped up bunt, and it will be a infield single. Throw down to third, gets past the shortstop covering. So a hit for Wilkie and an error on the throw by Stanek, and the Pirates lead it 2-0.
Now batting for Armstrong, number 10, Bridget Devlin.
Okay, Bridget, hit it, girl.
So now Bridget Devlin will bat. She swings and misses at the first pitch from Morris for strike one. Wilkie advanced to second on that errant throw by Stanek. And now head coach Ted Evans wants to talk things over with his batter Devlin. 2 errors, key errors by Mars Hill, each leading to a run. 1 in the first on the drop fly ball and 1 here in the third on the errant throw by third baseman Robin Stanek. Oh, 1 pitch popped in the air, foul territory down the third base side, but it will get out of play for a foul ball and strike number 2. Oh, 2 pitch outside for a ball. One-two pitch, pop, foul, out of play. Resulting in a mad scamper for the foul ball. They running a contest over there? Most foul balls. Another foul ball by Devlin over towards the third base dugout. I guess you got to stay warm any way you can on a day like this, and chasing foul balls is one way to do it. Morris's 1-2 delivery to Devlin in the dirt, blocked though by Vickery, the catcher, so Wilkie cannot advance. It's 2-2. Two-two pitch fouled off again. Devlin hanging tough here against Morris. Trying to get an RBI with Wilkie on at second. 2-2 pitch, popped foul, out of play. Two-two pitch swung on and missed. Finally, Morris will retire Devlin. Second time that Morris has gotten Devlin out on strikes, and with 2 down, it brings up Casey Patterson. Patterson flew out of center field. Flies this one to shallow left. It's going to drop for a base hit. Wilkie rounds third. Heads to the plate, and she is safe. RBI single for Patterson, and the Pirates now lead it 3-0. So 2 runs in the inning for the Pirates. And Shelby Duff will bat. She fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. And the next pitch is low, so it's 1-1 on Duff. One pitch, little outside, and it's 2-1. Foul ball down the right side, and it's now 2-2. Armstrong baseball now behind 9-2 at Augusta State in game 1 of a doubleheader. And they're in the 8th inning. Ground ball to short. Burkhalter up with it, throws on to first. That will retire the side, but the Pirates plate 2 and head to the bottom of the 4th, leading Mars Hill 3-0. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning. Armstrong leading Mars Hill 3-0. Robin Stanek at the plate. Hits one foul territory down the left side. That will get out of play for strike 1. Stanek singled in the first. So she is 1 for 1. 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors for the Pirates. No runs, 3 hits, 2 errors for Mars Hill. And another foul ball by Stanek makes it an 0-2 count. Oh, 2 pitch, chopped foul towards the third base dugout. Again, the 0-2 pitch, poked to third. Patterson up with it, throws low to first, but nice pick by Hannah Reppert at first. Records the out, and there's one down. I'll bring up Erin Vickery, the catcher, grounded out to second. Her first time up. Barnwell's first pitch is a strike on the inside corner. The 1-0 pitch bounces in for ball one. Vickery, the lone Georgia native on the Mars Hill roster. One pitch. One-two pitch, check swing. They'll appeal down to the bases umpire, say that she did not go around. And the count moves to 2-2. So the 2-2 pitch from Barnwell popped up foul territory down the first base side. Two-two pitch grounded to first. Reppert up with it, steps on the bag, and there's two down. That brings up the first baseman, Jamie Hockaday. She singled against Barnwell to lead off the second inning, but was erased on a double play. First pitch swinging, and she fouls it off the screen for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch grounded to second, and it's underneath the glove of Vogler into right field. So that'll be a base hit for two out. Base hit for Hockaday, and that will bring up Taylor Morris, the pitcher. First pitch is a strike. Morris grounded into the 4-6-3 double play. Next pitch down and away. And it's a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss on the rise ball, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 delivery from Barnwell, hit in the air to center. On the run is Duff. She will not catch up to it. Throw to second will be cut off, and it's a double for Morris. And all of a sudden, Mars Hill has two runners in scoring position, albeit with two outs. And the left fielder, Alicia Peak, coming to the plate. First pitch to Peak is a strike. She singled off a full count pitch into left field her first time up. Next pitch, is outside, and it's 1-1. One pitch inside corner for a strike. It's 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Megan Barnwell trying to get out of the jam. The pitch to Peak. Change up low, and it's 2-2. Two-two pitch, called strike three, and that will end the inning. So the Pirates get out of the jam. We head to the top of the fifth. 3-0 Armstrong. Top of the fifth inning for Armstrong. Kat Vogler, Alexis Mercer, and Hannah Reppert. First pitch is popped up, and a collision between Vogler and the first baseman Hockaday, and Vogler will be out on the play for interference. And that'll be the first out of the inning. We've seen a few interference calls in the games today. One of them cost the Pirates a run in the loss to Shorter earlier today. Alexis Mercer at the plate. She hits one deep to center, but again, the wind keeping that ball in. It's a fly out to center and for the second out of the inning. So two down for Reppert, who is 0 for 2. Looking for her first hit of the day. She was 0 for in the game against Shorter. First pitch is high for ball one. One 0 pitch upstairs for a ball. And the 2-0 pitch is a knee-high strike, making it 2-1. Pirates will host Wingate and Queens next weekend in Hampton and North Spring Invitational action. Then the Pirates will travel to Spartanburg for the Mid-South Classic, as there's a looper to short, caught by the shortstop Burkhalter. Nice diving grab, and that's the final out of the inning. Pirates go 3 up, 3 down in the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Armstrong leading at 3-0. Chad Jackson back with you here at the Armstrong softball field, and the Pirates have made the move to the bullpen as senior Celia Bloom is going to come in relief of Megan Barnwell. Barnwell pitched 4 innings of 4-hit shutout ball, struck out 3. And Bloom will face the 8, 9, 1 hitters in the order for the Lions, Woosley, McGrath, and McCurry here in the bottom of the 5th. First pitch from Bloom is high for a ball. Woosley hit into a fielder's choice her first time up. Bloom 1-0 with a 3.75 earned run average, 10.1 innings pitched, 9 hits given up. She has walked none, struck out 4. She does have a save on the season. And the 2-0 pitch is upstairs to Woosley, and it's 3-0. So the 3-0 delivery from Bloom is a strike, and it's 3-1. Three-one pitch right over the plate again. That's 3-2. And the 3-2 pitch sails inside for ball 4.
Stepping up to the plate for Mars Hill, number 9, Steph McGrath.
And we're going to get I believe, a runner at first base for Mars Hill. And it will be number 12, Megan Arrington, running at first base for Woosley. And it brings up Stephanie McGrath, the right fielder. popped up a bunt attempt her first time up to the pitcher Barnwell. So she is 0 for 1 today. Blom's first pitch. McGrath shows bunt, but the pitch is low for ball 1. Again, McGrath shows bunt, but she takes the pitch high, and it's 2-0. Two-0 pitch, that's offered at by McGrath. Could not make contact with it. And it's 2-1. 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Pirates. No runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for Mars Hill. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Armstrong leading at 3-0. Foul ball on the bunt, and it's now 2-2 to McGrath. Two-two pitch, bunted back to the pitcher. Blom will go to second for the lead runner, and she's out. So Celia Blom to Alexis Mercer on the bunt attempt for the first out of the inning.
Now batting for Mars Hill, number 4, Ashley.
And time called. Assistant coach Kat Hosfield out to talk to Blom here. As it's the top of the order coming up for Mars Hill. 1 runner on, 1 down, bottom of the 5th. Pirates leading at 3-0. So now Blom ready to work against McCurry, the designated player. First pitch is high for ball 1. McCurry has grounded out twice, once to second and once to short. Love to get one of those here and maybe turn 2, get out of the inning. Ground ball to short. Mercer to second for 1. On to first. 6-4-3 double play. Second double play turned by Armstrong in the game, and we head to the top of the 6th. Pirates leading it 3-0. Andrea Dalton leads off the top of the 6th inning for the Pirates. It will be Dalton, Schwab, and Wilkie to face Morris. First pitch fouled off. By Dalton. Morris has thrown 5 innings, given up 5 hits, 3 runs. Only one of those is earned, and there's a shot to third on one hop. Stanek with a great pick throws on to first, and that's the first out of the inning. It's been really up and down defensively for Mars Hill in this game. You get flashes of brilliance like that, but 2 key errors by the Lions leading to 2 of the 3 runs in this ball game. As Ashley Schwab looks at a pitch inside for a ball. Got to be a little maddening for head coach Monica Gordy of the Lions, as there's another ground ball to third. That's a fair ball. Again, Stanek with the pick, throws on to first. And there's quickly 2 down. So with 2 down, Bethany Wilkie will come to the plate. She singled her last time up. She is 1 for 2 in the game today. Takes the pitch high here for ball 1. Pop up on the bunt, and it's foul just out of the reach of the catcher, Vickery. So the count moves to 1-1 on Wilkie. One pitch, that is right over the plate for a strike. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will end the inning. Wilkie out on strikes. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Pirates lead it 3-0. Bottom of the 6th inning here at the Armstrong softball field. It'll be the 2, 3, 4 hitters in the order for Mars Hill against Celia Blome, who begins her 2nd inning of work. Brittany Gibson struck out twice against Megan Barnwell, so she is 0 for 2 in this game. Blome's first pitch, a little outside for ball 1. Pitch chopped back to the pitcher. Blome up with it, throws on to first, and quickly 1 down. I'll bring up Stanek. 2 nice defensive plays in the top half of the inning. She bats here in the bottom of the 6th, 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Pops this one up, very shallow right field, and Kat Vogler catches it in foul territory for out number 2. Knew that was going to happen sooner or later. But 2 quick outs for the Lions. And it brings up the catcher, Erin Vickery. First pitch to her is low for a ball. Vickery has grounded out to second and grounded out to first. Armstrong baseball falls to Augusta State in game 1 of today's doubleheader, 9-2. They'll play the second game shortly and then wrap up the series with a game tomorrow. Single to right by Vickery gives the Lions a 2-out base runner. And it brings up the first baseman, Jamie Hockaday, who has singled and reached on an error in her 2 at-bats. First pitch from Blome is outside for ball 1. Pirates fall to 6-1 on the year after starting the year with season opening sweeps of Winston-Salem State and Concord. 1-0 pitch, low again, and it's 2-0 from Blome to Hockaday. Pitch is let her high for a strike. That's 2-1. Two-one pitch hit into left field. That is a fair ball. And a single for Hockaday. Back-to-back singles. Have runners at first and second with 2 down for the pitcher, Taylor Morris. And we're going to have a pinch runner at second base as Lauren Soller. So Soller in at second base. Hockaday is the runner at first base. And the batter is the pitcher, Taylor Morris. First pitch is in the dirt for a ball. Next pitch down and away, and it's 2-0. Ground ball to third, but foul. Patterson picks it up in front of the third base dugout. Two-one pitch, fouled off this time down the right side. It's 2-2. 2-2 pitch from Blome to Morris. Grounded back to the pitcher Blome. She'll throw on to first, and that will retire the side. Mars Hill gets 2 on. Pirates get out of the jam. We head to the top of the 7th. Pirates lead it 3-0. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Pirates looking for a little insurance here in the top half of the inning. Bridget Devlin will lead things off. She'll be followed by Casey Patterson and Shelby Duff. And Taylor Morris starts off Devlin with a strike. Since the Pirates scored 2 in the 4th, Morris has set down 7 in a row. And she has struck out Devlin in both at-bats against her in this game, as the next pitch is downstairs for ball 1. One pitch hit in the air to left. Peak on the run, and she will make the running catch for out number 1. That brings up Casey Patterson.